All right, let's be honest. Have you ever felt like the AI tools you're using, like ChatGPT, just aren't giving you what you need? Yeah, you are not alone. But what if I told you the secret to getting incredible results isn't about finding a different tool, but using a completely different technique? Well, stick around, because we're about to unpack a super simple formula that will totally transform your AI outputs.
Just look at this. On the left, you've got this vague prompt, write me an email. What you get back is generic, it's bland, and frankly, it's useless. But on the right, a structured prompt gives you something crisp, professional, and right on target. And the craziest part? Both of these results came from the exact same AI. The only difference was the prompt.
So here's the secret. It's a 5-part formula that's actually really easy to remember. RCTEF. Think of it like a recipe, Each letter is a crucial ingredient for getting that perfect result from your AI every single time. Let's break it down.
Okay, first up, R is for role. This is where you give your AI its job title. Instead of just talking to a generic machine, you're telling it to become a specific kind of expert, and believe me, this is the absolute foundation of a great prompt.
For example, you don't just ask for some text. No, you command it. Act as a world-class copywriter specializing in B2B SaaS. That one simple line instantly frames the entire conversation and tells the AI exactly which corner of its massive brain to use. The whole point here is that by assigning a role, you're setting the expertise and the tone from the get-go. It's like hiring a brain surgeon instead of a general practitioner for brain surgery. It just focuses the AI, making sure the output isn't just correct but has the right perspective. Okay, so you've given the AI its role. Awesome. Now we build on that with our next letter, C for context. An expert is pretty useless if they don't know the situation, right? This is where you give the AI all the background info it needs to do its job right.
And look how simple this can be. Just one sentence. I'm writing for a project management tool targeting 30 to 50-year-old team leads. Boom! In an instant, the AI knows the audience, the product type, and the professional level it's aiming for.
So why is this so important? Well, context defines your audience and your goals. It's the difference between writing for, say, a college student versus a Fortune 500 CEO. This step makes sure the final output is actually relevant to your specific needs. Moving on, we've got T for task. This is where you have to stop being vague and start being a director. You need to be crystal clear, super specific about exactly what you want the AI to create.
Look at the precision here. It's not just write a description. It's write a 3-sentence product description that creates urgency without using fear-based language. See that? You've given it a length constraint, an emotional goal, and a creative boundary. That level of detail is everything. A specific task is just so powerful because it leaves no room for guessing. You're defining the exact deliverable. You're setting constraints like word count, and you're specifying the outcome you want. The AI now has a really clear target to hit. Okay, this next step is a total game changer. E stands for example. You know the saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words? Well, in prompting, an example is worth 1,000 instructions. You're going to show the AI what you want, not just tell it.
And it's as simple as this. You find a piece of writing that has the exact style and vibe you're going for, and you just paste it right into the prompt saying, here is a sample of the style I want. The AI can now literally analyze its structure, its rhythm, its vocabulary, everything.
Seriously, providing an example is the single best way to make sure you get the tone right. It removes almost all the guesswork, especially for creative stuff. Instead of trying to describe a style, you're just handing over a blueprint for the AI to follow.
And finally, we have F for format and tone. Think of this as your final quality control step. This is where you get to dictate the exact structure and the personality of the response, polishing it to perfection. Check out how specific these final instructions are. 3 short, punchy sentences, and then, explicitly, no bullet points. Then you define the tone. Confident, clear, modern, and no jargon. You're telling it what to do, what not to do, and exactly how to sound.
So what this final command really does is give you total control. You get to dictate the layout, specify the exact tone of voice, and, just as important, tell the AI to leave out things you don't want, like that awful corporate jargon or, bullet points.
And here it is, the whole shebang. Role, context, task, example, and format. You see how each component builds on the last one? It creates this single, comprehensive, and really powerful instruction. This isn't just a prompt anymore. It's a professional creative brief for your AI assistant.
Now, you might be thinking, okay, does all this structure really make that big of a difference? Well, let me just show you one number that pretty much answers that question: 40%.
And this is not some random number. According to research from OpenAI, the people who actually build these tools, professionals using structured prompts, just like this one, completed their tasks a whopping 40% more effectively. That is a massive improvement. So, let's wrap this up with the single most important takeaway. The difference between a bad AI output and a great one, it's almost never the tool. It is always the quality and the structure of your prompt. By mastering this simple formula, you stop being a passive user and you start being a director, getting exactly what you need every single time. So I guess the only question left is, now that you have the formula, what are you going to create?